I know that I'll be watching this in the editing room, wherever that may be, many weeks and months from now. And I just want to remind myself that right now this was the good time, the good old days. What is Vietnam? Vietnam to me, well, my Vietnam is all about the early morning local markets, the fresh produce, really fresh, strolling by, peaceful chaos. Vietnam is the cheap coconuts being chopped in front of you. Oh, it's your ancestors. Without them, there would be no you. Vietnam is family, it's friends, it's showing your friends your family, and all the new cultural exchange experiences. Vietnam is the food. Can you smell the thịt kho trứng simmering? How about the cá kho tàu? Can you hear their voices? Can you feel like you're there even when you're not? Again, Vietnam is food and more food. And food with friends is the best kind of Vietnamese food. And Vietnam is familiar faces that you barely know, but you still love them because they're family. No matter how far, how close, or how often you get to see them. Family in Vietnam is still family. Vietnam is coffee in many forms, even with dogs. Vietnam is crossing the street and suddenly being very religious. Just be calm, no sudden movements, and trust the traffic around you, and walk. Vietnam is the people you finally met, the people you know. Vietnam is the developing cities, faster than you know. Maybe too fast. Vietnam is about the foodies, the besties. Vietnam is the food videos. They've gotten a lot better in recent times.
It's really awesome to meet you. It's really cool.
Oh, so you knew me before?
Oh, yeah, I've seen some of your stuff on YouTube. Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely subscribed to it.
Can I put you on the video?
Yeah, that's fine.
Very cool.
Vietnam is Saigon, and the variety that's there. Cheesy Korean chicken, no problem.
Thanks to Peter. No, seriously, Peter really helped me out in the last few weeks here. So, you know, he acted as cameraman for a lot of the segments. So thanks again.
Sorry, I'll miss you, bro.
Yeah, I'll see you, but first I'll see your wife.
Yeah. I still don't understand what you're talking about. You're not heading to London, right?
We'll see.
Sunny here from the Best Ever Food Review Show. Today we're saying goodbye to Kyle. Kyle Lay, Vietnamese American. He can't. Are you gonna cut me off at some point?
No. Okay. All right. See you later, Sunny.
Bye. I'm gonna miss you. Do I look at you or look at the camera?
It's up to you.
How about I just leave? See ya.
Okay. See you later.
Vietnam is your favorite balut egg Hop Vit Long lady vendor and her family. They're always there on the corner in the evenings, rain or less rain. Sometimes they run out, sometimes they can't sell any. But each time, you know the eggs are gonna be just right. Không lớn không nhỏ, vừa ăn mà thôi. Just make sure to wash the rau ram, okay? Trust me. In all my years there, some things never changed. I still found myself alone in the evenings just like when I first moved there 6 years ago, enjoying comfort food straight from the streets. Those habits never changed, but many things change. The city around me and I changed. I grew up a little bit, more in the last 6 years than the previous 22 years. Vietnam did that for me.
This is hard to find, man. This is like one of my favorite fake Rolexes. It's and you know, this fake Rolex, it always passes for the real thing, so you know. I'll see you again in a couple of months. I know I will. And I know it because
Where?
either in America or here, that would be so weird seeing you in America, right? That will be the weirdest thing. And you know, we were like practically like neighbors. We live in like the same area.
I think the chances of meeting in America is more likely than meeting in Vietnam.
You know, I think that we will see each other in the next 3 months. You want to bet on that?
Are you going to go to America?
I'm pretty sure I will.
I don't know if I'm going to be in America then.
You might not, or I might visit wherever you're at. I'm happy.
As long as you're happy.
I'm out of the storm, and it's a great feeling to be living again.
Okay, as long as you're happy. The battery's running low.
Okay.
Alright, onward to the next place, yeah?
All right.
This is the last scene of us together.
Yeah, I'll see this guy in a couple months. I know I will. I'm sure. I'm certain of it.
We'll see.
It's a small world, guys.
We'll see. Anything is possible. And that's the exciting but scary part of all this. By the time that this video is released, I'll have a clearer idea. But, you know, life right now, this whole YouTube thing, I don't even know, honestly. And that's the scary thing about this whole thing. But it's exciting.
Keep living.
It's never easy to say goodbye, that's for sure. Who knows when I'll see him again. You know, we could be 2 months, 3 months away, a year, who knows. The uncertainty, that's what makes it difficult. But either way, good luck, old boy. And make better videos, please. Vietnam again is food and more food. Let's just take a look. Can you taste the saltiness and the richness? Béo béo, chua chua ngọt ngọt. The flavors that require white rice. That's how you know it's good, right? You have to eat it with rice. That's Vietnam. Low carbs, go home.
Giờ cũng đủ nhưng mà đủ. Mẹ tiền phòng rồi.
I'm a little bit more optimistic this time than sad compared to last time. I'll see them again. It's just a matter of time. But again, Jung, thank you so much for just helping me throughout the years. I don't think I'd be able to be here if it wasn't for your help. From the meals that you cooked to your welcoming hospitality, I just thank you. You are family, and I am so appreciative of that fact.
Thôi, hẹn gặp lại. Không biết nào mới gặp nữa nhưng mà sẽ gặp lại, ok? Bye.
7 năm nữa giờ.
Bye.
2 năm. Không có thèm 10 năm. Năm nay năm sau qua nữa rồi.
10 năm nữa hả?
Dạ, tao năm nay năm sau về nữa.
Bye. Thấy không?
Ba cậu á.
Bye. Hẹn gặp lại.
Vietnam is the motorbikes and the urgency to be somewhere on those bikes, the evening rush, the traffic jams in District 1. Vietnam is also all the stuff relatives give you to bring back home, even though you told them you don't have enough luggage space.
Cảm ơn anh nhiều nha, một lần nữa nha. Cảm ơn anh giúp em mấy cái thời buổi vừa qua nha.
Nhớ giữ gìn sức khỏe.
Ok, chắc chắn.
Làm rồi Tết hoặc qua Tết
Không biết lúc nào nhưng mà có gì em sẽ gọi em.
Ok.
Ok, chào anh nha.
So just because you've seen videos of me in Vietnam in the past 2-3 months or something, doesn't mean that I was here for that long. It just took a lot of time to edit. That's why right now, when we're down to the wire, I am feeling very stressed because this past month has been very, very rewarding, but at the same time, the work has been beyond anything that I've ever done for this channel in such a short amount of time. And I hope you enjoyed all of those videos that you've seen. But for now, I need to pack. Sometimes if you don't know if a shirt is clean or not, you just sniff it. Even like this.
Yeah, now I roll it. Yeah.
I don't think it's fully set in yet. But one thing I know for sure, the past 6 years were the best I've ever lived. Thank you guys for following this journey. Thank you for being there with me. Many of you from the very beginning. And I know I was a lot different. And I owe it all to you, but I also owe it all to Vietnam. If it wasn't for Vietnam, I wouldn't be who I am today. And I'm not saying it because I'm Vietnamese. I'm saying it because when I came here at the age of 22, I was very narrow-minded. Each year that passed by, each day that passed by, I was able to gain more experience. My mind slowly opened up, and certain life moments, from meeting the poorest people to the richest people, and everyone in between from all over the world, it was only possible because I moved to Vietnam. Take risks, guys. High risk, high reward. Tougher is better. If you want something, just try it. And actually do it. Don't just think about it. I wanted to move to Vietnam and I did. And I'm glad I did. It shaped me into the person I am today. If you spoke to me when I was 22 or 23, everything was dirty. America was the best. I was so wrong about many things. And I'm glad you guys helped me to open up my eyes and my mind and gave me courage and motivation to keep doing this. I'm happy to have brought this content to you guys, and I'm proud that young people, young Vietnamese people, and non-Vietnamese people, they care enough about this kind of content. And thank you for caring about me. And thank you for caring about your homeland, about Vietnam. I'm not sad, because one thing's for sure. Vietnam will always be with me wherever I go. Thank you so much. What's in store next? I don't know. As I said, I'll be back in California, which already happened by the time this video is released. I'll be long gone somewhere else. Where will that place be? I have no idea. But one thing's for sure. As long as I have a camera and a laptop to edit and batteries to power the microphone and other things like, hard drive to store the files and memory cards. You get my point. As long as I have the equipment and as long as I have you guys, I'm going to try as long as I can to keep releasing and making content, at least for the next few weeks and months. And afterwards, who knows? It's another chapter in the Kyle Lei saga. And I am so thankful that you are a part of this. You are part of the network. KyleLei.net is you. You are the network. So, thank you guys. I've been Kyle. This has been Vietnam. And young people out there, it's as simple as this. Stay positive. Don't be too angry at anything. And just take life as it comes. And if you're ever in an argument, the loudest person always loses. Hello. What is that?
Duck soup.
Oh,
No,
duck
it's
soup.
not. It's chicken.
Chicken soup. Our paths would have never crossed.
And I was too scared to go to Vietnam.
You were too scared to go to Vietnam?
Even to go to Vietnam because
Yeah.
well, we would have known you.
You wouldn't have known me. Because
That's 'cause
if
we-
I didn't go to Vietnam, how would you know me?
Oh, if you did.
If I didn't go to Vietnam, I would probably be in Garden Grove right now, teaching history. I'd probably at Santiago High School or something like that. So if I didn't go to Vietnam, you would have never met me. And if you have never met me, chances are you might not have gone to Vietnam as often as you did. So if you want it, just do it, because one action is going to lead to another reaction. All it takes is one person to change your life. Your father really helped me out. And in turn, I can help you out. And my advice to you is, if you want to jump on the couch, just do it. I'm sorry, Nike, I stole your catchphrase. You know what the essence of the blue egg is?
No.
Eat it while it's hot. If it's cold, hell no. If you, and only you, can be affected positively about what I've done in the past few years, if you watch these videos, and you travel to those places, and you appreciate your homeland a little bit more, then I feel like my work has been done. If just one person, young person, can love this country at a young age, then I feel like my work is done. Because when I was your age, I didn't care about Vietnam at all, and I regret it because I should have known better. And when I was a teenager, I didn't care about Vietnam. I thought it was dirty. I hated it. It was hot.
Have you been to it?
Yeah, the first time I went was I was in the 9th grade. I didn't like it. I lost my freedom. I didn't know anything. I didn't know about the travel. I thought the food was just salty and bad. I prefer American Vietnamese food. But at the end of the day, some dishes are better in America. Some dishes are better in Vietnam. There's certain things that you cannot, like blue days, you can't get the same consistency for the price. And there's so much more about Vietnam, but I'm very, very happy for you because you have amazing parents who give you that culture. Even though sometimes it's, at a, Bana Hills restaurant. But I digress. if I had the exposure of Vietnam in such a positive light, like you guys at a young age, I would be so much further in life, I think. I was too closed. I was too boxed in. But I found the light. And that light is just go out and eat street food in Vietnam. That's the light.
You're like a televangelist or something.
I'm the Vit televangelist. Go discover your homelands, guys. Especially young kids.
You're a
No, seriously.
Travel evangelist.
If I can, no, I'm serious. I've always said, if I can do it, so can you. Seriously. I started off with 0 subscribers. Everybody has the same upload button. I knew nothing about filming. I shot in auto for years.
And you have bathroom issues.
And I have bathroom issues.
All the places that you've gone.
I'm sickly, right? I have a lot of illnesses. I'm weak. I have no upper body strength, right? I was scared of everything. I was so scared when I was young. I didn't even want to like ask a Blockbuster employee, "Hey, is the Power Rangers movie in yet?" I didn't even want to ask. I was too afraid. I remember that moment in my life. My cousin was like, "Hey, you gotta go ask." I'm like, "I don't want to. I'm too nervous. I'm too shy."
And now you won't shut up.
Exactly. Vietnam is the packed suitcases before leaving that remind you of a time when you were packing them to go to Vietnam in the first place. But now the Costco M&Ms and the Yo Yo San Hiu Gong Ahs have been passed out, and your duty as Santa Claus is over. Now you come home with dried fish, dried shrimps, and a dried up heart, wishing you just had a few more days. That's Vietnam. Life is a river. We're standing in a river. Things will never happen again. Even if a year from now we would be sitting in the same car going back to the airport at the same time, it's not going to be the same, right? It's not going to be the same. So enjoy the moment while it lasts. I'm sad, but I'm happy. Is there such a thing at the same time? You call those emotions of the inner body.
I have those when I eat sushi.
Goodbye for now, Vietnam. More videos coming up. Join me for the next chapter. Whatever that is. I'm going to keep zooming closer to my face. Make sure you don't unsubscribe or anything like that, okay? Just because Vietnam videos are over now doesn't mean that they'll be over forever. So make sure you don't unsubscribe. More stuff is coming your way, I think. And that was my Vietnam. What's yours? Okay, 26 hours later. Janet, my life coach, is here. Mark, we pick up a Dutch guy, just some random Dutch guy I met on the plane, and I'm like, you know what? Welcome to America. You know, the Holland has been, or the Holland, Amsterdam, the Netherlands, whatever you want to call it, has been very good to me, and well, welcome to America. In and out. I'm gonna take this Dutch guy, Mark, to have his first California burger. It's always fun. Europeans eating In and Out for the first time. It's always fun. Remember this moment. This was the good old days with the people who mattered. And everybody who was a part of this trip, this whole experience, they matter. You guys matter. Thank you again for being a part of this.